Greetings ladies and gentlefish, and welcome to this replay in what has quite quickly become one of my favourite tanks in the game. It's the Panther, tier 7 German medium tank. Now this is a machine that's generally considered to be a sniper, and indeed it has a very accurate gun with high penetration, and sniping from a distance and providing supporting fire is where the Panther excels, but this video will hopefully just demonstrate that you can mix it up when you have to and be a bit more medium tanky rather than tank destroyer-y. Oh, replay derp. So, this is a tier 8 game. We're here on the Arctic region, and I am going to go in the direction that you tend to find the medium tanks, light tanks go. We've got an M6 coming with us, which is not a stupid idea, because in this matchmaking, he's definitely not really a heavy tank. He can't really compete frontally with the tier 8, 7 and 8 heavy tanks, especially not with the gun he's using, which is not the top 90mm gun he's using. You can see from the presence of a muzzle brake, he's using the 76mm gun from the T1 Heavy. Now I don't aim those shots on the medium tanks particularly well, but I'm more concerned with trying to get myself into position. And when I played this game, I don't think I yet had Sixth Sense on this commander. So, we lost a T-37, the enemy team lost a Cromwell. You can probably argue about how good that trade was. Ultimately they're the same tier, but the T-37 does get match made like a tier 7 tank, and does arguably have the better gun of the two. But anyway, I bounce a shot there. T-37 puts one into me, I return the favour. KV-85, oh dear, KV-85 alas puts a shot into me. So I do need to be very careful. I should have taken the hint when I received that first bounce, but nonetheless, put one into that Leopard. And a second, and he's tracked. His little machine gun's going away at me. I put that shot through his track, but he uses his repair kit to try and run away, but the ELC puts him out of his misery. I think he put a little bit of damage into me, but not too much. Most of it just pitter-pattered harmlessly off, and oh god, that's a Pershing. That's not a good thing. Pershing has a nice turret front. It's a tier higher than me, obviously, so compared with me, he has the health pool advantage, he has the firepower advantage, he has the armor advantage, he has basically every advantage you could wish for, and I'm not really sure what that 12T thought he was going to achieve by going past that corpse and driving onwards. I mean, I just executed him. So, myself and this ELC remain. We know there's a KV-85, a T-37, and a Pershing over there, as I say, that we're aware of. Don't know if there's anyone else. Now this is a bit of an awkward situation, because in a way I kind of want to run away. In a head-to-head engagement, or especially a hull-down engagement, which it looks like this is going to be, with a Pershing I lose. The Pershing just is far better suited to that type of fight. Try and pick out what looks like a commander's hatch there, but don't quite manage to do it. So this is a very dicey situation, so I'd kind of want to run away. However, the flip side is, if I try to run away, well, I'm not actually very fast, and so I'm going to struggle to do it effectively. Ah, damn it. Pershing puts a shot into me, I fail to put a shot into him, or an effective shot at least. And the ELC has just run to a slightly safer distance. KV-85 is moving up now. Put one shot into the KV-85 and run away. You know, I'm going to try and make this a one-on-one engagement. Oh, that one hurt, because he has a Pershing friend as well. Another one into the KV. Running away like a little girl. Bounce that shot. And run away far enough that, again, this is a one-on-one engagement. The Pershing does not rush me down, probably because there's an AMX 5100 behind me that could shoot them if they did. I don't know if he actually has shots, but either way, these two guys don't rush me, and arguably they should have done, because I'm kind of alone here. And by kind of alone, I mean completely alone. Bounce that shot from the KV, and one more shot to finish this guy off, which I manage. Bounced a few shots there, and you can see the Panther's armor isn't the best, but the Panther has just enough armor to bounce shots here and there when you angle it. KV-85 there, using the 100mm gun, has 175mm of average penetration and does 250 average damage. That was a rather dicey engagement. But it worked out in my favour. In fact, the number of times I bounced him, originally I assumed that he was using one of the smaller guns instead, but no, that is the 100mm gun. So, T-29 over to my left, Pershing over here. Now, this is an important point. We're winning this game 8-6. I am still here. If this Pershing comes up to try and fight me, he has all the advantages. He has the health advantage, the armour advantage, the alpha damage advantage. It's just all in his court. However, if he's distracted, which it looks like he is, then hopefully I can take advantage of it. Ow! To take him out. T-29 dies. We've got a Cromwell behind him. Oh, Pershing just fluffs his shot. Now, this is the sort of situation where you need to be aware of what your enemy's reload is. I know what the Pershing's reload is. I've played almost 300 games in that tank. And I know what my reload is, and I know what I can and cannot take advantage of. And was able to finish him off. Don't have a shot on the T-25 too. Might, however, have shots on that KV-5. So that was quite an important engagement. It involved me being a little bit more aggressive than a lot of people probably would have been, you know, trying to actually take the guy out. But the problem is, if I just waited for him, he'd have come and taken me out instead, and that would have been messy. So, KV-5 here. That was a terrible shot. There was a rock in the way. And so I'm just going to plough shot after shot into his rear. Now, as I say, when I played this, I'm pretty sure I didn't have Sixth Sense. No, that's never going to penetrate. He's angled. So I didn't know exactly when I'd been spotted or not, so I was trying to be a little bit cautious with how I played that engagement. So, what have they got left? Carnarvon, KV-5, Lerva, T-25-2 and Crusader SP. Well, we know that the T-25 and the Lerva are up on that hill. The Carnarvon is in the south. We know where the KV-5 is, and the artillery, we know where he was last spotted, but he'll be hiding at the back somewhere. So, I casually ignore the KV-5. KV-5 is slow, and I am in a medium tank at the end of the day. It may not be the fastest medium tank in the world, but when it gets going, its top speed isn't too shabby. And so I decide to outflank what's left of the enemy team, casually ignoring that KV-5 for now. Ultimately, the KV-5 is sluggish enough that I'm not too worried about him catching up with me and giving me significant problems. Carnarvon has been spotted, but I don't have shots on him myself. And I'm just looking over the left there to see if that KV-5 is going to reappear. Haven't yet seen him. There's the KV-5. He's actually going for our base, which in a way is a good thing because it means I don't have to deal with him. So, what do I have to deal with? Well, I don't have shots on that Carnarvon, alas. And I appreciate that our artillery is probably slightly preoccupied and indeed now dead, so there's not going to be any death from above to sort out that Carnarvon. Okay, so... Oh, but the IS-3 nails the Carnarvon. Alas, the IS-3 is being worked over by the Lerva, and there's the Crusader SP. Put one shot into him, and then the Crusader runs away. Don't quite have the gun depression to shoot him again. The Crusader's gun arc I don't think is particularly impressive, so he probably can't shoot me from that position. I don't think there's any artillery that would have been able to shoot me from that position. Lerva comes around to try and shoot me, but I'm not having any of it. I back off. Someone, possibly the Super Pershing, puts a shot into that Lerva, leaving him on 31 health. I'm just trying to play this a bit cautiously, hoping that people, including the Lerva, because he's got other things to worry about, have forgotten that I'm here. Hello, Crusader SP. Put a shot into the Crusader. And fire on the move to kill the Lerva. Crusader SP misses me, which means he's now reloading. And although the Crusader SP's reload is probably pretty good, it's not good enough. Execution. And that was the game. Ended up being a very close, tight, buttock-clenching game. Well, it was when I played it anyway. But in the end, we were able to come away with the victory and 78 of our health remaining. No damaged modules or knocked out crew members, however, which was nice and unexpected. So, that was that game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to catch some of my other videos and or subscribe to my channel. And I wish you very happy hunting on that battlefield. Ciao, ciao.